able to create separation and get off blocks to increase my production too. So.
Does your head have to be on a swivel when they're running counter? I mean, just because.
Yeah, so they have a lot of gap schemes. So it's actually mostly gap schemes. So there's going to be a bunch of guys just pulling and running around. So you definitely have to keep your head on a swivel and make sure you're not getting out gapped by these guys, because that's what they feed off. Just one guy being out of their gap, and then the running back hits the hole, and they're fine with gaining 3 to 4 yards a carry. That's how they play. Like if they win the game 3-0, that's fine with them. So.
Could you take away anything that Illinois did against them in that game? Have you watched a lot of that? Or?
Yeah, I actually watched the Illinois game yesterday. Before our team meeting, a couple of us were in there and we were just going through some plays. But yeah, Illinois, I liked the way that they were, very physical with them. They weren't like letting them push them around or anything, staying in their gaps. And I thought that was like one of the main reasons why they won, was because of how dominant their front defensive line was. So
I feel like the team's has a different identity since they changed coaches, because the Illinois game was obviously the last game.
Yeah.
Before they switched coaches, did they look any different since?
Not really to me, no. I mean, it's still, I know they're a great team defensively as well, but offensively it looks to be pretty similar. Like they just want to run the ball down your throat. And I mean, the quarterback, he makes the plays like that they call, like they get him moving a lot, and plays that he can make easy. So
I don't know when we get to talk to you next. You have an option to return to Iowa. Do you view this as your last year, or is that something you're considering?
I'm not sure. I'm kind of up in the air right now. Really just focused on the present, though, and beating Wisconsin. But, I'm going to let that take care of itself at the end of the year. But right now I just want to give my all to Iowa football.
Last week you obviously went up against a pretty pass-heavy team and ran on occasion, but now it's kind of the opposite, where they really want to establish the run. How does it impact you as far as playing 2 gap, 1 gap? Is that just more in what Coach Bell and how they want to scheme you? I mean, you used to this, or?
So we have 2 gaps and 1 gap. I mean, it depends on what scheme we're playing in. So, I mean, we're trying to switch that around and, keep offenses on their toes so they don't really, know or expect what we're going to do. So, I mean, it just comes down to whatever Coach Parker calls, and then our linebackers giving us our front adjustments. So,
does it change anything for you when you're going up against another team that still uses a fullback?
That is yesterday we were getting our introduction meeting, and he was like, yeah, guys, there's going to be 2 backs in the backfield this week. It'll look something similar to like fall camp and spring ball. So that was pretty funny. But I mean, their fullback's a good player. Like I believe they have 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, they run guys off the ball. They're great players. So definitely going to need to bring some physicality to Saturday. So
Does it